All right, so now we're on the lesson number 2. Now we're going to add the black keys of the keyboard. Now, I do realize as I'm doing this that a lot of y'all may have keyboards at home. If you already have keyboards at home, there will be a separate explanation for how to label that keyboard with all the letters and all that kind of stuff. So if you already have a keyboard, ignore these lessons. There'll be a third lesson coming out where I'll show you how to label your keyboard so you can get started. But for this is for the students that do not have keyboards at home. So when you do the black keys are always in groups of 2 next to the letter D, and then they're also in groups of 3 in between F and G and A and B. And again, doesn't have to be anything too crazy, right? You can draw it, just like that, okay? And really, the black keys of the keyboard, guys, tell you everything. If there was no black keys on a keyboard, nobody would know how to play the keyboard because nobody would know what any of the different keys are. So what's always important to remember is there's always 2 black keys right next to C. C is always in front of the 2 black keys, and F is always in front of the group of 3 black keys. Okay, so that's really just how you kind of know where the other where the other keys are. So if you have a keyboard at home, and you're curious how to label it, this should help. But again, there's going to be a separate lesson for that later. So again, what you're just doing is after you label your letters, that was lesson 1, you start with the C, 2 blacks, then you go to the F, you skip, there's no black keys between E and F, right? And then 3 black keys, F, between F and G and A and B, okay? All right. And we'll just go ahead and put that third one there just for good measure. And there you go. Boom. You're good to go. All right. Now you're really ready to play just about anything. Okay. And we're going to be starting some tutorials, do some different bass lines and melodies and stuff like that there to get you started so you can play at home. And you might notice these keys are a little bit smaller than a regular keyboard key, but since y'all are working with your little fingers, I think it'll be a little bit easier than playing the regular keyboard because you won't have to spread your fingers out as much. And then anyone that does music could tell you that there's keyboards that have different size keys and stuff like that. So there's always ways to adjust. All right.